I feel really lucky to have found this combination of tools. It's completely changed my life. I'm Charlie Melendez. My business is called Optimize IS. We have a team of about 35 developers at this point, focusing on all things no code. We've done over 700 Airtable projects in the past year and a half. These projects range in size from hundreds of dollars all the way up to Fortune 100 companies and multi-$100,000 projects. We have clients that have been with us for multiple years at this point, working with us week after week, and we're building out massive, beautiful systems for teams in the thousands. It's definitely a very conscious decision where you want to niche down as an agency. In our case, Airtable is our niche. Surrounding Airtable are these tools that we have to be good at to be able to amplify our value and turn these 2 weeks into 6-week projects or even more. And Airtable didn't have certain interface layers. You reach a certain point when you're building systems where you need a mobile forward or just a really nice interface. And here's where Glide initially won me over because there aren't that many competitors for the interface layer. When I did find Glide and I saw how powerful I could build an application on a phone, it was so exciting to me because I could use my Airtable data and I could turn it into actionable, like live feeling apps for my clients. For the ones who do need mobile forward, like on the go type of access to their data and their workflows, Glide definitely excelled. And I don't think there's any competition at this point in terms of like a mobile forward platform. The speed at which you could build and the complexity at which you could build, like Glide has really well thought out things such as permissioning, like better than most other no-code tools where you can permission based on user attributes or based on record attributes. And that's something that still other platforms haven't been able to crack. It becomes much stickier of an experience when you know how to convert your client's business needs into proper, all of those layers: data layer, automation, and interface. But if we focus on the interface layer, oftentimes one of the reasons why a certain project will go the distance and be, instead of a 2-month project, will be a 7-month project is because like not only do we solve their initial business needs, but we inspire them as to, wait, you can also do a client portal where the clients log in and they can see their orders, they can see your new inventory, and like that opens up a whole new world. You know, that wouldn't have been done with the data layer and the automation layer. It's the interface layer that's leading that expansion of that project. It's happened where somebody came and they had a budget of about 3 to 4 weeks, and they've now done over 1.5 years, and they don't want to stop. Like, this is one of my favorite clients. He doesn't want to stop. He's really addicted in a good way, he tells me. And it's so much fun to work with him because he brings me back examples like every day of things that we built and how much it's saving him in terms of time. And just one thing that we built has already paid for the whole project over and over based on material savings. And as Glide enhances its value and releases new features, we're going back to our clients and saying, hey, there's this new feature that you can utilize. There's to kind of upsell them, take it to the next level. But really being able to show them in a very quick fashion and relatively inexpensive fashion the different use cases that we're seeing across these 700 projects pushes what would be a 2-month project into a 5-month project or a 3-week project into a 6-week project. If you can turn the singles into doubles and the doubles into triples, then it's good for everybody. It's good for you as a business. But at the end of the day, as an agency ourselves, what makes us sleep happy at night is that our clients are bringing us good feedback as to what we've delivered and the value that we've delivered. That we really want to wow them always. Glide definitely stands out in terms of the complexity of what you can build and the user experiences that you can do. And now Glide has really done a great job, very impressive job working on their automation layer and their data layer. If we talk about the automation layer, They have so many endpoints, especially like in the AI world. You can connect to a lot of different data sources. So without having to leave and go to a tool like Make or Zapier, you can stay within the Glide environment and build a fully robust tool that utilizes the data layer, the automation layer, and the interface layer all wrapped up into one, which is very beneficial. It saves on costs for clients, and it makes you look like a superstar to these clients. This is for like very large Fortune 100 companies, all through a Glide interface. And it allowed this client to triple in size physically, like their warehouse space tripled in size, and more than 2.5x their like revenues and income based on the efficiencies. You know, when you have an employee on the floor in the warehouse with an app, like a customer walks in and says, I'm looking for my small stool that I want to take now. And when you didn't have the app, you would have to literally walk through the warehouse and like spend hours sometimes looking for a stool amongst boxes and everything. Versus now everything is organized. The whole warehouse has bin location. So every time I move an asset, I can see where I put that asset. And then the client walks in, I pull up the client, I pull up the bar stool, and I know exactly where to walk to in the warehouse. You're saving minutes, hours. And that's just one part of the operation, but you see how powerful it is to organize your data and have it in the hands of your warehouse personnel and not on a computer that they have to walk to and access that way. I think more and more very large enterprises are seeing the writing on the wall in terms of no code and how much it can deliver at a very quick pace compared to legacy systems. Our goal is to put that bug into our clients of like, here's how many things you can actually do and automate or enhance and make more efficient. And yeah, once we get that bug, these clients will be with us for their whole professional life, hypothetically, for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. If you do the right job and you have the right ethics and you have an accessible price point, these clients will stick with you forever. You know?